Howdy everyone, I am Froe, and Froe means me. And today we have another Let's Play episode. I just got done kind of caving. First of all, look at all these shulker boxes. Oh yeah. I'm going to address that montage, by the way, in just a second here. We're going to go check out what we built. But look at all this. This is all grass. I'm not even sure how many shulker boxes we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 45 shulker boxes full. Plus that. Oh, not any more of that, I guess. I thought I had more in there. Some of this. Any more heading out here? Yeah, and some more shulker boxes filled up there. And also we have like 6 or 7 double chestfuls of grass at a different location. So we have quite a lot of grass to last us forever here. But I wanted to show you guys because it's been a while. And I usually do this without mentioning it, but this is how I restock myself. I have 1 barrel for food, so I just go to my stick and I double click it. And then 1 barrel for rockets, so I double click there and I get rockets. And I'm actually out of torches, so I click that button and I get exactly 32. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, let's go check out. Oh yeah, and we got a lot of oxidized copper. Oh yeah, and one more thing. yes. Oh yeah, even more to say. Look at all this EXP. So I figured out a pretty nifty way of dispensing it quickly. If you change your use item block to any key you want, so I'm going to change it to H, and you just throw them in your inventory and you press H, it'll automatically drop them all insanely fast, which I think is really cool. Which is important because if we look, we're only level 64 and I'm trying to stay above level 100 for, no reason at all other than it's kind of cool. And maybe motivates me to get a better EXP farm than the crummy spider one we do now. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a pretty cool way of getting a lot of EXP very quickly. Now, why won't you let me fly? Hello? Oh, duh, because I changed my hotkey. I can't right click anymore. Change that back. Now I can fly. So over here, I worked on the Catacombs a little bit. And I do have to apologize. It's been a while since I've been playing, so I'm sorry for that. I've been busy. I hope you understand. So here is an entrance to the Catacombs. Look at this. I actually got one built. And a while ago, I mentioned I wanted to play with lighting a little bit. So I didn't add any lighting here. So you have to use torch. You have to carry a torch in your hand to be able to see as we walk down. And I think that's a really nifty effect. I really like that. And I'm not sure where the new room is. Maybe over here? I'm kind of lost in my own catacombs here. Which is kind of the point, so I guess that's a good thing. No, it's not there. No, I don't think it's down that path. But yeah, so I went through and I also removed a lot of the torches down here too. So that you have to carry a torch with you. I think it makes a neat effect. It's something you can only do with Optifine, unfortunately. Hopefully they change that. I think this is it. Is this the new building? No, this is not. What is this? Death number 15, Pants of Butter. I remember those. And then those were King Arthur's Pants, Death 31. What's that? Just a gold block? Died in order to return home. Oh, so that's like our first end adventure, I think, then. I'm really liking how the catacombs are coming out, though. It's a pretty fun project. Must be down here somewhere. I do foresee us abandoning... No, we went down there already. The catacombs eventually, just because it's going to get so filled. And it's such a ambitious undertaking. That at some point, we'll probably start laying items to rest in a different location or in a different way. But that'll be a long time from now. Gosh, where is this thing? Alright, I found it. So we went through that tunnel and we didn't find it there. We went down that tunnel, didn't find it. Went down there, didn't see it. Went down there, still did not find it. It turns out it's actually over here. I kind of forgot about adding this tunnel in. But here it is. It's just a little chamber that we built. We went with the dark stone and the warped wood and soul torches kind of look. I think it looks pretty neat overall. Simple design, but pretty well decorated. We got a rare leather cap here that was death number 26. Actually, what stats did this have? So in episode 26, or no, episode 16, this is the gear we had. This was the best of the best at the time. I think I was going mostly for speed, so that's why I went with leather armor. And then I found out that with this data pack, more armor and health is actually the way to go and not just speed. You can outrun your enemies all you want, but if they can one-hit kill you, then it doesn't matter. And then here we got our preservation spade, which was Death 27, episode 20. But we are both laying them to rest this episode, so that's what the LTR means, lay to rest. But yeah, so this is going to be a little bit more of like a show and tell type of episode, because I've done a lot of work in between episodes here. Where like all the catacombs, all this path was done, this path here. And I added a little bit to this path up ahead. So we used to have just a andesite block here, and I replaced it with our very first oxidized copper block. And I'm going to place this in honor of Marcelesco, or Marcel. Thank you for, well, first of all, you asked me to place it, so you're welcome. Here it is. I'll take my thank you at any time now. But also, you know, you're a great supporter of mine. You've been around forever, and so I figured I should give you something valuable. You asked me to place a block down, right? And I could have just placed like a end chest or a piece of stone down, right? But here I am giving you my very first oxidized copper, because that's how valuable you are. So again, you're welcome. But I like how it adds a little bit of color to this path, but also it's just a nice centerpiece, because this is kind of like an intersection area. And on top of that, I also spent a lot of time building this thing right here, which is a new building. I tore down what we had before and replaced it with this. It turned out okay. It's not my favorite buildings. It looks pretty neat from this angle. That's about it. It looks a little derpy from other areas. Like right here, it's okay. It just kind of doesn't match the theme of the rest of the base, it feels like. I try to match it up with that building as much as I can. So we got like the dark roof. So we got dark red, and then the black stone and the deep slate and stuff. That's similar to what we have there. With the white kind of like building itself, the quartz and the bone blocks, similar to that building. And it's okay. It's not my favorite though. The inside, though, is pretty nice. I like the end stone. I was worried that it would come off as too yellow, but it blends pretty nicely. And I do like how we have two balconies. One of them kind of overlooks the statues, so you can see almost all of them from here. Ah, yeah, you can see all of them pretty well, actually, which I think is kind of nice. I like to include these balconies or overlook areas as much as I can throughout my world, because I know... For me personally, I love them when I'm like walking around my town or other cities or just the world. I like overviews. So I think it's kind of a cool thing here. And that way, if I ever do release a world download, you guys could walk around my world and have the cool views as well. But as you can see, this building doesn't have anything in it yet. Eventually, what it's going to be is it's going to be our automatic sugarcane farm. Oh, that was really laggy. Which actually works. I've been using this as an automatic sugarcane farm for like probably a year now, if I really think about it. Oh, trapped in here. I just never really built it up officially, and it's kind of inefficient, but it works for our needs. Here's some aerial shots of the new building and kind of how they fit in with the rest of the world. So maybe let's just perch up here and take a look. All right. I think it looks, like I said, it doesn't fit in with the rest of the base, it feels like. Although I'm kind of noticing, so that building there, our Sacrificer 2.0, is kind of like the first building in our base besides the storage room. And they share a very similar style. And then I think it was the Nether portal building and kind of that area. And then we built like all of this kind of area all at once, it seemed like. And so they all have a very similar style with each other. Same for that building and the one behind it. You compare that to over here, these buildings they're very similar style. They have similar characteristics, but they're definitely adopting their own kind of look too. And so that said, I kind of think a good idea would be to go back on the older parts of our base, like these buildings over here, especially the red tower, and redesign them. So here, I'm going to get a slightly better look so we don't get those beacon beams in the way. You know, the red tower just looks so, it's not good. It's definitely in need of like a redo. But I don't want it to stick out compared to the other buildings around it. So I'm thinking probably what we'll end up doing is rebuilding that building, the diagonal one, and the red tower, so that they are kind of an in-between these buildings that are surrounded and all built kind of at the same time, and the newer ones that are over here. Because I do want there to be a cohesive theme and build style throughout the base, while also having a good amount of variety and diversity too. But what do you guys think? I've always been curious, because we have quite a lot of buildings built now on the world, and especially on the island specifically here. What is your favorite build that we've made thus far? And more specifically, why? I'm very curious about that, because I'm pretty critical about myself as a builder. I'm not very confident. And so, the feedback is very much appreciated. Also, if you could give me a like or a dislike for further feedback, that would be kind as well. I'm going to give you guys just one last little good in-depth look at the new building, because I do want a lot of feedback on it. I did put a lot of effort into it. It's not a boxy building, right? It's got like this weird shape, and that makes it difficult to build and look well. It's got a weird color scheme. We got very contrasting colors. So this was a tough build to do overall. I think what kind of my favorite parts of the build are probably this angle. I know I said the other side was the cooler side, but now that I really look more at it, I think this is the cooler angle. You can see the balconies. We got another balcony right there with the spruce wood that's going to be built. And I can just imagine, like, when I have people come visit my island, I could like stand up at the balcony here and be like, hello, hi, welcome to the island. I'll meet you down there in a second, right? And then I come down. I can kind of like spy on them and give them good views or whatever. I don't know. But it's a cool overlook of this part of the base too. Especially the statues, I think. I did redo this as well. I'm not sure if I ever showed this off, but I built a little bench here. Actually, this is off-centered, so maybe I shouldn't show it. Should be one block bigger. But anyways, the last thing I wanted to show you guys, now that we're kind of done with this, is I built up the berry farm that I talked about last episode. It's right there. It's pretty simple. Just a nice little decorative thing. So if you remember, we redid all of this path and built it so that it goes all the way down and loops around here. And then now we have this berry bush farm. It's not automatic by any means. Just cool little decorations, more decorations. It's not automatic, but I saw this posted on Reddit, so that you put spruce trapdoors on top so that you can't run over them. And then they're easier to harvest, and you won't ever get hurt, which is kind of nice. Although they don't do a lot of damage, they're just kind of annoying. But now we have a easy to gather supply of the berries too, for no reason at all, because I don't really use them, but we have them, so we can use them if we needed to. Alright, so the last thing we're going to kind of show and tell here together is how the heck did I get so much dang grass? Right, well, this is all we have left for shovels. Not very many. We only have 4. I guess 5 because we have shuffle, but not very many left, right? So what happened is I had a single diamond shovel that had mending on it, and it worked really, really well for a long time. I probably collected at least a third of the grass we have before us here. And it was working really well until one day I wasn't paying attention and snap, it broke. And that sucked a little bit. Then I had 2 iron shovels that had mending on them. And same dealio, I wasn't paying attention and snap, they both broke eventually. And I also broke like 4 or 5 other shovels along the way because, again, I'm not very attentive. So this is all we have left. And I think most of them, I think they're actually all at their last repair level. So this one we can repair once. So broad face shovel we can repair one more time. And same for our shuffle. But after that, right, they get one more repair each. After that, they're donezo. And I think the same can be said for the shovel made out of diamond. And gravel muncher. I think grass is the only shovel I actually made new while gathering all the grass here. Yeah, so that's how we got our grass. I was going to say something else too, but now I forgot it. Aha, I remembered. We got some small drip leaves finally from a wandering trader. So look forward to me decorating with those. We are going to end the episode here today. I know this was this was a weird episode for me, at least. I didn't actually do anything. It took me less than an hour to do because like I said, it's mostly show and tell. But I really am looking to grow my channel, which is not what I'm usually used to saying. Usually I don't really care that much. But I am looking to actually grow and develop this channel into something maybe a little bit bigger and better than it currently is. So if you guys could help me out with that, whatever that looks like to you, that would be really awesome. If it looks like feedback you could give me or suggestions for how to improve, that would be great. If it's telling your friends, that would be awesome as well. Or if it's as simple as just leaving a like or a dislike, whatever works for you. But any of the help is really appreciated. With that said, I hope to see you guys soon. I'm going to be uploading more regularly here. That's the plan. This was a tough month. September was, and I'm hoping October is better. So with that said, I hope you guys are having a great time, and see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.